How's it going, guys? JP here. Welcome back to Body Bags. This is week number 37, and first of all, I'd like to apologize for the slight lateness of this video. Time just kind of got away from me today. Secondly, I would like to give a shout out to Austin and Chris, aka Critterbuster. Thanks for filling in, guys. You guys did an awesome job. Very, reliable fill-in, guys. You guys are fantastic. Glad to have you as part of the channel. And third, this is Friday. I normally don't do Fridays, but Jeremy is kind of dealing with some school stuff right now, so for the time being, I'm on Fridays. We'll see how everything works out in the future, but for now, I'm going to be on Fridays. And finally, this is Foreign Horror Month. All month long in May, we are watching and reviewing foreign horror films. Now, this can be defined or interpreted in many different ways. Foreign horror can mean different things to different people. To us, the way we classified it, the qualifications for it to be a foreign horror film is, was it produced outside the US? That's pretty much what we're doing here. So the film that I chose for my second review here on Foreign Horror Month is Storm Warning from the year 2007 with the tagline of... I actually forget the tagline. That's how prepared I am right now. So no tagline this time, guys. But this film is from 2007, and of course it is from the director of Urban Legend, says so right here. And this film follows a couple. The male is Australian, I believe. The female is sort of like French. They are out fishing, just going out in kind of like the bush, the outback in somewhere in Australia. They're gonna go fishing and have a little like bonding time and chill out a bit, catch some fish. There's a scene where they catch a fish early on, and I thought it was a great foreshadowing scene, and right away I kind of felt that when I was watching it, but I wasn't sure until later on in the film. Fantastic right there. That's instantly something that I loved. Anyway, they continue on. It starts to get rainy and dreary out. They end up getting their boat stuck, and they pretty much try to figure out a way to get dry and, out of the environment. It's night's setting, the sun's setting, night is falling. They decide to check out the landscape around them. They're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. They see a farmhouse. They decide to, go knock on the door. Nobody answers. They go inside. A little bit later, the owners of the house pull up, catch them looking at something they maybe shouldn't have seen. And from there on, it's kind of these two characters stuck with these crazy outback style hillbilly rednecks, and pretty much their fight for survival as these crazy outback people start abusing them physically, mentally, all that type of stuff, sexually. So that is basically your story. This film is pretty solid. I think the beginning of the film is awesome all the way up until kind of the third act. I think now don't get me wrong, I really did like this film, but I think the tone of the film for the first 2 acts is very dark, very depressing. You really hate the villain characters. You really are feeling bad for your lead characters, your protagonists, and you really want to see them out of this situation. It gets, they're kind of demoralizing and degrading the woman. They're kind of, attacking the male for his, success and his, like, they actually say the word yuppie, his like, yuppie nature, and, being high class, high maintenance stuff. And that goes on for a while, and there's kind of like a character reveal, I guess, that was kind of a bit unsettling. Unsettling might be the wrong word. It was kind of a bit, the character was kind of a bit intimidating. Maybe you think it's going to be, maybe it's kind of led to you to believe that it might be a good character. It turns out to be a bad one, but any real horror fan can know that this guy's probably going to be bad from the very beginning. And basically the first good chunk of the movie was really solid to me, and then it kind of gets to this weird, almost like contrived contraption like what is it, Rube Goldberg type machines and stuff. That kind of is just, it's really, it kind of takes me out of the film in terms of tone. The tone really switches to this like MacGyver-esque type stuff towards the end, which there's one scene involving like a booby-trapped, I don't really want to give anything away. There's something that gets booby-trapped, and it's pretty brutal, and I like that scene, and that was enough. It was almost too much over the top, but it didn't quite cross that line for me. But some of the other things, like the very ending with a giant, I don't know what they're called. They're like, it's the things you ride with the giant ass fan on the back that people use in like swamps and stuff. One of those things, like it just seemed a bit too much for me. I really don't like those like, series of events that have to happen. It just feels a little contrived, and I don't really like those moments. And it kind of did take me out of the film a bit, but that was really the only problem. Besides it, also the kind of like the score at the end of the film felt almost like action-y or something. It was kind of throwing me off a bit. I didn't really enjoy that, but the cinematography is really, really good in the beginning of this film. I really like the shots in the out in the open, and the channels that they're taking their boat through and stuff. All that looks awesome. I love Australian set films. Really, really cool stuff there. I love Outback, straight out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Wrong Turn and all those backwoods type of films, and this is one of those, and I love those films. I love films that have a small group of characters stuck in one location, and also really, really like the backwoods, crazy people out in the middle of nowhere, hillbilly style stuff. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my favorite film of all time, so you can probably tell that I like stuff like this. Overall, pretty damn solid film though. There's just a few issues I had with it. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I highly recommend you check it out. It's a good one. See you guys next week with another foreign review. Peace out.